What's up, everybody? I'm Doggie Diamonds. I had to hit the mute button, so when you see me do that, that's what I'm doing. What's up, everybody? I'm Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. How's everybody doing today? So, this is from hotnewhiphop.com, courtesy of TMZ. So, we gotta take TMZ with a grain of salt, because you know they like to BS sometimes, but you know, we'll see if this is real. Well, it is real because I seen the paperwork. So, yeah, I'm gonna show that as well. So, Hot New Hip Hop. Diddy prosecutors dropped kidnapping and trafficking charges. So let's go on to read this. Prosecutors in Diddy's ongoing criminal trial have dropped several key charges against the bad boy mogul, according to TMZ. They include kidnapping, attempted arson, as well as aiding and abetting trafficking. They explained the decision in a letter to Judge Aaron I don't know that last. I ain't doing that. Abiding by his suggestion to streamline the jury instruction. The move comes as closing arguments will begin later this week. TMZ reports that prosecutors struggled to prove the kidnapping charge, which related to the testimony of Diddy's former employee, Capricorn Clark. She had alleged that she was kidnapped after some of Diddy's jewelry went missing. The arson charges stems from the allegation that Diddy blew up Kid Cudi's car in retaliation for his relationship with Cassie. Prosecutors were never able to directly link him to the fire. The two charges were originally connected to the broader racketeering charge Diddy faces. While they dropped the aiding and abetting trafficking charge, prosecutors are still pursuing other various trafficking charges. In the letter, they note that just because an alleged victim gave consent to prior acts, it doesn't mean that consent can't later be withdrawn. Additionally, they note that financial compensation doesn't preclude a finding of forced labor. The update on Diddy charges comes after the prosecution and defense rested their cases on Tuesday. The defense decided against calling any new witnesses to the stand. At one point, the judge checked in on Diddy, who responded, "I'm doing great, Your Honor. I've been wanting to tell you thank you. You're doing an excellent job." The trial began back in May and featured several weeks of high-profile witnesses' testimony. Cassie spoke about the alleged abuse she endured in her relationship with Diddy for several days on the stand. Other celebrities to appear include Kid Cudi and Dawn Richard. So basically, in my opinion, the case is looking kind of weak. And like I said before, in the end, Diddy will be the hero. But I also want to show you this letter from the judge. This is courtesy of somebody on X, aka Twitter. This is the case number and everything. So people say, "Yeah, real, we don't case number." So I hear y'all say that about paperwork. So this is it right here. This is the paperwork that they sent to the judge saying that they want to get rid of some of the charges. So I guess that's the major charges, you know. So I would like to know, what is he facing now? Hold on, if I click this, what happens? Oh, this is all the paperwork. Okay, cool. This is all the paperwork right here. It's on X. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to know, what is he facing now as far as his charges? Like does that reduce the charges if he's convicted? Like what happens now? Like, because this is not a total. I'ma repeat, this is not a total dropping of the case. This is the dropping of certain charges. Certain charges they dropped. And you think that's fair? Like, they could try to convict you or something and be like, "All right, that ain't work. Let's just drop some of that." No. If y'all was trying me on that, no, keep that same energy. Don't try to drop or reduce the charges to get something. No, you said I did that. If you can't prove I did that, then I beat all of this. Or I beat them charges. Don't be dropping charges so I be not guilty, or so you don't want me to be not guilty on certain things. So they'll just drop it. So it's not even that's kind of railroading a little bit. I ain't gonna front. That's like, yo man, he stole something. You couldn't prove it. All right, so he didn't steal nothing. No, you originally said he stole I stole something. You originally said this, that, and the third. Keep that same energy. Don't be dropping the charges or amending the charges. Now, no, I'm in court. I've been in prison. Y'all said I did this. Don't now, you done put this out to the world that I did this, so everybody in the world gonna look at me as this. Now you wanna say, all right, maybe he didn't do it. We can't prove it, so drop it. No, that don't work like that. No, you can't prove I did it. Leave it in there. Don't drop charges. I think that's corny. I don't even know how that really works. I would be like, yo, no, they dropped charges. But this case looked kind of sloppy to me. With some of the things that I was seeing, hearing, and reading. He's, in my opinion, I think he's going to be acquitted. You know, I really think he's going to be acquitted. But again, you might be people who's in the courtroom or have different court minutes who know something that I don't know, but I think he's going to be acquitted. Honestly, I really think he's going to be acquitted because so far what I've seen and heard is that he's a freak bull. What did Cassidy say? He's a nut ass freak bull, and he's weird, and he's probably a custody. Well, he ain't probably no custody. He a custody. He's weird, and he into some shit that I ain't into. But the crime stuff, I didn't really. I don't know. Cause what about all this baby oil? No. And see, y'all let a lot of people get away with a lot of stuff too, man. Y'all let the Jaguar rights and all these people sit on people platforms and act like they had inside information. I was there. I had people in there at the freak offs. I saw the tapes. Y'all not gonna bring her up on charges now and be like, yo, you've been lying for the past couple of years? I saw the tapes. What happened to these alleged tapes where Jay-Z was on the tapes? T.D. Jakes was there. What happened to all that? We just gonna forget about all that. We just gonna forget about that. People be sitting on these platforms, putting stuff on people's name, don't even have to prove it, just capping. We just gonna forget about all that. We just gonna act like none of that ever happened. We just gonna forget that it was supposed to be these big, eyes wide shut, freak off tapes. Diddy had hidden cameras everywhere. He was filming people. He was using it for. What happened to all that talk? We just gonna forget all that now. And if the jury allegedly saw the freak offs, then who was on the tapes? Was it just Diddy and his little crew that he was freaking off with? Or was it these elaborate parties and this person was there and the Little Mermaid was there and all? Because we heard all of that. You had people who was getting rich, going on these platforms, capping. Y'all was eating the content up, and it's all cap now. So when we gonna call that out? When we gonna call out, yo, a lot of stuff we was hearing and seeing was lies. So now we gonna pick and choose when we believe liars? When we gonna start saying, nah, they be lying? But I always said certain people be lying, but you know, of course, I just get called a hater, and that justifies what people think. But I be going off of what I know. Certain people be lying. Why? Because I use discernment. That don't sound right. And if it don't sound right and they can't prove it, it ain't right and exact. So that's it, man. I'm Doggie Diamonds. Until next time, man, make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe. Did I say describe? See, this is what happens, right? Let me tell y'all a story real quick. Me and my cousin Poe, we like to mispronounce words playing with each other. Like, y'all never said potty skipping before? Y'all never said that? Y'all never used to say words backwards? Like, potty skipping dunked on. Y'all, well, maybe Poe. See what stupid language we came up with? Sometimes it manifests itself when I'm on here. Anyway, I gotta go to the barbershop, man. I'll holler until next time. See y'all later. Peace. And make sure you like these related videos. When you get a chance, watch these related videos. But more important, when you see that circle spinning with the logo, click the logo. You can subscribe to the channel. Peace.